Hey everyone, it's VM Campos, Magic Fan. Thanks for joining me this week. If you were expecting me last week and I wasn't around to stream, sorry about that. I just had stuff going on that day. So welcome this week around. Who do we have in the chat? Say hello in the chat, and we'll get started. We were waiting to get started just to drum up a little bit of support in the social medias. And I think we've got a few people in chat. So we've got the music going on. We've got the streaming going on. And everything looks good there. Hello. Cadence, Carol, I think you said you were using your sister's tablet, right? And Jerome. Oh, I get it now. Jerome. Cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do this week is, let's see, how's my volume? Is my cool retro music too loud? Right now I've got a retro remix of Contra, the old Nintendo game. And music on that seems fine. Okay, so my morning stream at the moment, I'm going to do some traditional draft. Not traditional, that's the one that's really expensive, 1,500 gems. And I'm so close, I've got 1,300. So maybe I'll be able to get enough gems for the 11 p.m. stream. If you're new to the stream, I stream in the morning and at night, 11 a.m., 11 p.m. Pacific time. So adjust your time, however, do the calculation. Take out your calculator and figure out Pacific Standard Time. But at the moment, I guess instead I'll do the tradition, not that one. Which one is it? Yeah, there we go. Draft Guilds of Ravnica. That's the one that I can afford. 5,000 gold or 750 gems. I'm gonna do gold, but actually let me show off. Let me remind myself here. So 8 p.m. for you. Let's see, 8, 7, 6. I'm so bad. 8 p.m. What time does that mean? Are you like in Alaska? 11, 10, 9, 8. Or Hawaii? Are you in Hawaii maybe? Anyway, I've got here my stats. If anyone wants to. Ooh, Belgium. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit different than the time zone that I thought. I'm thinking to go to the left, but no, we're going to go to the right, the other side of the world. Well, hello to you over in Belgium. Have you ever visited my stream before? All right, so Platinum Tier 4, I just got to this yesterday, and I'm not playing any tier decks, I'm just playing total jank. It's a pirate deck, and I got to Platinum 4, so I'm very happy about that. On my limited, I'm on Bronze 2. I need to play a little bit more to win a little bit more and get a little bit higher. So let's see how this goes. Did I send the card? You know what? I looked into my inbox and you never replied. We were chatting back and forth about, yeah, you want the card, etc., but you never replied to my final email. So make sure you reply to my final email to get the card. So just check your email, reply to my final email, and we should be on track for that. Jerome, if you are wondering what card we're talking about, here's a secret tip. See down at the bottom there, vmcampos.com, down over there somewhere, down at the very bottom, vmcampos.com, my website. If you go to my website, I will send people vintage Magic cards, international too, I guess. Did many of my Planeswalker decks upgrade with it? Okay, cool. Thank you. You like my Planeswalker decks. Candace, sorry, I'm calling you Candace because that's the name that I see on the chat there. If you don't want me to call you Candace, let me know what you want me to call you. But, okay, let me check my email one more time, but I swear I just checked it, that I did not have a final reply on my last email about sending you the card. So let me just check one more time. I have in my inbox on the date of February 4th, the final email. Okay, let me search for Layden. Just confirming. See, how does my search thing work here? Advanced search from the from. So I want to do perfect customer service. So let me just check really fast here. HLJKL. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the last email that I have from you, Layden, is when I had said, reply to this email to confirm. Can you send my address through the chat? I would not put your address in this chat thing right here. It's going to be public and it's going to be recorded. So you want to reply to that email. That'll be much more secure. That'll be safer for you. So reply to that email and I should get it just fine. Or if you're on Twitter, follow me on Twitter and send it on private message that way. I don't want people's addresses to be out there live on the internet. But okay, so Jerome, am I saying it kind of correct? Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching those upgrade videos. Which ones of the Planeswalkers did you like the best? Okay, here we go. We're gonna go drafts. All right, Jerome. Okay. So, yes, I'll send it to whomever as long as they reply so that I get your address to send it to you. Home address, P.O. Box, whatever. Okay, here we go. So, Ravnica, return up to 2. Everyone loves that one. The Ajani deck. Yeah, I like Ajani a lot. I like the cat decks. I like to make cat decks. So, Ajani's a favorite one. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Goblin Electromancer is cool for some Izzet stuff. Price of Fame to destroy a creature. This one's also to destroy. Do we want to go for yeah, let's go for the rare right there. Over here we've got a Deadly Visit, Staying on Colors, Luminous Bond, Dazzling Light. Your sister can get the card by going to my website and going to the very bottom of my website and go to the contact form and sending me an email so that then I can reply and get the process going about getting a mailing address, and then I can mail that off. Totally easy. Okay. So over here, we got the Deadly Visit, or we can do a Drake, a nice little flyer. Or are we still early enough to do a 2/2 Stalwart? What if we do some quick Boros action? Let's go with Boros. I know I got a Golgari card, but let's see what we've got in Boros. We've got Collar the Culprit, that's always useful. Minotaur. You know what, maybe I'll go with Boros instead of... Okay, I need a gate for that guy. Yeah, let's see how it goes with Boros. Maybe I'm feeling that a little bit better. Ooh, and then it's teasing me with things like Unmoored Ego and Burglar Rat. So, Jerome, what sort of colors do you like to play? You like the Ajani deck, but what else do you like? And Cadence, have you kept working, or sorry, Layden, have you kept working on your black deck? The Pack Beast is a 3/3 with Vigilance, and then it taps. Yeah, Yeah, let's go with a big ol' 3/3. It's not that big, actually. Hasda Marshall, everyone loves this one. We'll probably go with that, or the Blade Instructor. Yeah, Boros is totally speaking to me. Golgari deck and Izzet, very nice. I like Golgari a little bit more than Izzet. I just dealt with so many Izzet players climbing the ranks that I'm like so soured on Izzet, but it's cool. Okay, so here we get a 3/3 or the 1/3 that gets stronger with trample. Yeah, but I'm feeling Boros is working really well, even though there's a Thought Erasure, which I love that card so much. Oh, and here's the Truefire Captain. Yeah, that one's good because it will hurt people that hurt me. If I'm going too fast, you can stop me to pause on the cards. Ooh, there's another Collar. I like that. I like the Street Riot. As long as it's my turn, my creatures get +1, +0, and trample. I kind of like that. And then the Sergeant, another creature. So I love those 3 cards. Destroy a creature of toughness of 4. Wait, actually that's toughness of 4. Power is more important often. But, let's go with another creature. And 10th District Guard. All my creatures get +0, +1, and I get a 2/2. Or I can do another 3/3. Or I can do the Witness early on. Let's do the Witness because that's double the fun. We're back to this first pack. You did it. Okay, great. I will get back to that after the stream. So let's enjoy the stream and we'll get all of that working out super cool. Do I want a big old Book Devourer? 4/5 trample. When it deals combat damage, you may discard all the cards in your hand, and if you do, draw that many cards. Well, we get a 4/5. The Dimir deck. Okay, I remember, did you write a comment on that video? I remember that someone had said, yeah, I played the Dimir deck and all my opponents hated me, but I was laughing so hard. Was that you? I always like to hear feedback on these cards. I mean, on these decks, these upgrades. Okay, cool. Yes. Glad to hear that. You got Lin? Got Lin? What did you write? Did you misspell something? Do either of you play much Magic Arena? What do I want? Big creature or a 3/3, but I need gates right there, double strike. Okay, let's go for that. Oh, Liliana, yes. I often see people write it as Lily. But anyway, cool. Which Liliana card did you get? There's a few good ones. I'm not getting anything good over here. And nothing good here either. I guess I'll take someone's Never Happened. I don't want to get milled. And I'll take someone's Rumors. And lastly, Urban. Okay, so no good cards on the final ones. Ooh, there's Niv Mizzet. Not my colors at all. That's not fun. Okay, so we got a Luminous Bonds. That'll work well in Limited. Liliana. Oh, the Necromancer. That was from M19. Okay, so we need over here to get this bond. And I need at least one gate. I so don't care about the gates, but I've got a card in my deck that loves gates. So, okay, we can convoke this critter for 2/4. Or we can get a 3/3. Let's go with a convoke creature. There's a Gird for Battle. That one's fun. That'll make my creature stronger. Oh, there's the kitty cat, Generous Stray. Remember, cats place their gifts with care, so that a barefoot will step on them in the middle of the night. Hilarious, just like my cat. Tuesday night is Magic Night with some friends. MTG, I don't play that much. Okay, cool, but it's really cool on Tuesday nights to play with real people, because then that's when you can really use that Dimir deck against them, isn't it? Do we want another big 3/3 or a GERD? Little creatures into big creatures. Oh, you won your first round of FNM. Excellent. It's always cool to win, especially in real life when you have a real opponent and then you get your cards working perfectly. I guess what I'll go with, no good gate. Oh, wait a minute, what am I looking at? Swath Cutter Giant. This one's in my colors. 5/5 Vigilance. Yes, please. And over here we have the Boros Guild Gate. Okay, I guess I'll take that. I don't love taking a land, but I guess. And, ooh, Boros Challenger. Take Heart. And another guard, and the challenger. What's this guy again? Okay, yeah, I gotta take this guy. He's so efficient for only 2 mana. Please join my team. Oh, and another one. Join my team, guild mage. Yeah, I'll go with that. And Crush Contraband. You want a foil Mortifying. I love that card. It's so powerful, and I'm sure the foil looks amazing. There's a Boros Locket. Yeah, get in there. Demotion. That one is some good removal. And we're back over here. We'll take our Tenters. This is such cool art. Look at her. She's so cool. That amazing pose and the armor plus the cloak and her cool axe. Look at that. The leaves just falling. Flavor text. The 10th has always been my home. This city is constantly embroiled in one crisis or another, but I'm determined to protect my peace. Can I sign the back of your card? Of course. Just, I'm going to write that down because I'm going to forget. If you didn't put it in the email, I might forget. So let me write that down. Sign card for Layden. Yes, I'll send that off right away once I get the final email for your deets. What are we doing here? Yeah, we'll go with the 10th district. She's cool. Join my squad, please. And nothing good here. Do I want to throw in a guild gate for something that I don't care about? We'll take away a forager. I don't want that undergrowth coming back to me. Some lockets, Wisconsin crab, or a generous stray. I don't know. Selesnya locket. Maybe I'll splash green. And then another pretty bad. I guess Peacemaker. Another district. Collar. And Crush. Okay. Cool. So let me pick into this pack in just a moment. One of the other things that I'm doing besides playing Magic is reading comics. So let me take a quick pause to show off one of these comics I got recently. I'm going to show some comics while I play. And these are comics that I got recently from eBay and thrift stores and stuff. So check it out right here. This is The Thing from Another World. The Thing from Another World. So this is the comic book sequel to the movie, the classic movie, The Thing. So that 1982 movie starring Kurt Russell about that alien that morphs into people and kills everyone. It takes place in Antarctica. This is the sequel. This is before there was the remake in the 2000s. This comic was the sequel of what happened after the movie. It was published by Dark Horse Comics in what year? I don't want to open it up. Like 1989 or 1992 or something like that. And it's got amazing art. Look at this cover. I won't spoil it too much, but it takes place right after the movie. And the rescue team comes to get Kurt Russell's character, John McCready. That's his name, right? And oops, the thing is still alive. So this was a two issue series only, issue 1, issue 2. I only have issue 1, and I'm really enjoying it, so I've got to get issue 2. And yeah, this is one of the comics I'm checking out. Is anyone in the chat also into comics besides magic? Okay, let's see here. Nullhide Ferox. People love that card, but it's not in my colors. I've got the Maximize Velocity. I've got the Guardian. Blue and white flying deck. Cool. I have my latest video on my channel that might give you some advice on a blue and white deck. So you can go check it out in my channel and see if you like it. Oh, wait a minute. What am I looking at? Loxodon Restorer. I totally want that guy. He's a 3/4. Wait, I'm thinking of Loxodon something else, because Loxodon, the one that gives all my creatures +1. Anyway, Loxodon, get in here. Inspiring Unicorn, another Guardian, another Swath Cutter. There's a Guild Gate. I want that, but I want that Giant. I want that Guild Gate. I want that Legionnaire. Okay, I'll go with that. And over here we'll go there's another Boros Locket. Go with another Pack Beast. Bloodbraid Elf just subscribed. Cool, thank you for that. Being part of the VMC train. Oh, Hammer Dropper. 5/2 Mentor. There's a Glaive. Is that Glaive or Glavy? Glaive of the Guild Pact. A creature gets +1 for each gate. Not really focusing in on gates, so let's go with the Dropper. He's gonna drop it like it's hot. Okay, here's the Sergeant. 4/2 Mentor. Let's get one of those. There's another 10th District. There's a Guild Gate. Yeah, like this is... Whenever there's a Guild Gate and like a good card, it's like so funny that they make you make that choice. How many of those Guild Gates do I have? Only one. Okay, let's do another one because I've got that other... I've got a bunch of Garrison Sergeants that would really love to use that, so okay, let's go with that. And then over here we'll do the Hasty Goblin. There's another Loxodon. Guardian. Another Guardian. Sure. Boros Locket. Oh, here's all the lockets that no one wanted. So let's do a quick little poll here. Which of these locket arts do you like better? The Selesnya locket with the cool little tree gold locket thing? The Izzet locket opening up and with electrical currents? Or the Demir locket looking very sharp and spooky? I like them all, but of these three, I like the Izzet locket the best. And I have a real life one that's in foil, and it looks really nice because it's got this gold and like the electrical sparking and all of that. So that's the one I like in real life. And the flavor text is hilarious. Remember to discharge your locket every 7 hours, unless you prefer the spontaneous Aether Overload, of course. The Ziver is it Electromancer? Anyway, what do we want here? Okay, let's take a bat. And over here, let's take the uprising from someone because we don't want my creatures to get death touched. And we'll take the Mephitic, and we'll take a Ceratok. Okay, that was the final thing. I'm gonna start crafting the deck in a moment. Let me do a little bit of promotion right here on Twitter to get some more people to come and hang out. If you two also spread the word of the if you also spread the word of my channel, that'd be really appreciated. Let's see, who can we invite? Okay, someone's getting mad that they cannot connect to Arena, and let's see if we can say, pretty terrible, I know. I was having trouble last night. Hope they fix it for ya. In the meantime, come hang out with us as I stream and give away cards and talk comic books. So hopefully we'll get someone else coming in here. Who else? Look at what came in the mail today. So excited. So the content channel. Someone else is also... Okay, I'm going to reply to that. Very cool. Good... I'll say a good wind screen is vital to chat with people. Come hang out with us as I stream right now and also talk comics and fun stuff. Boop. And who else? Just have a okay, we'll do one more. We'll say poor Krasis was lost in the sea, hostaged away, R.I.P. I'm streaming right now, talking comics. Okay, I'm streaming Arena. I'm streaming Arena. No, I'm streaming Magic right now, talking comics and giving away cards. Come watch. And let's... Okay, we'll see if people come by. Anyway, let's craft this deck. So I'm totally going with a Boros deck. So that means I gotta cut out Vicious Rumors, which I love, and Urban Utopia, and Fine Finality, Mephitic Vapors, It Never Happened, Centaur Peace Guy, Wild Ceratok, Uprising, Crowl, Bartizan Bat. Okay, so I get a 50 card deck at this point, and our curve is a 3.6. It's a little high, so that means I need to maybe bring it down just a little bit. And 24 creatures is just way too much. Instants, artifacts, enchantments. Can I... Now, the deck is not designed yet. I mean, Arena is not designed yet for me to sort of look at my deck as only... Welcome in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. I'm crafting my deck at the moment and talking comics and giving away cards. Say hello. So We've got the Demotion, which is great removal. Let's check the non-creature cards first. I've got lots of creatures. Luminous Bonds, keep that, of course. Okay, definitely don't need that locket, and don't need that locket. We've got 2 Boros lockets. I probably won't even use those, but we'll stick them for the moment. And, Crush Contraband, that, well, I remember back in the days with Disenchant, it was just 2 mana to destroy an artifact or enchantment. But now it's choose one or both, which is cool, but for 4 mana, only in limited. So probably take that out. And, what else? Okay, I guess that's, so then we have non-creatures of 7. So it's a very creature-focused deck. That's fine. 7 non-creatures. Okay. In the big creatures, I've got 2 of these Restorers. It's only 3/4. Gain some life to prolong the game. Maybe we'll just go with 1. We've got the Sergeant with haste, beautiful. We've got the 3/3 flyer, keep that. We've got 3 of these Sergeants, and this has double strike with gates, and I've got 2 gates. So let's just bring it down to 2. And then the Collar, the Culprit, that works best for creatures with toughness of 4. That, I think, is so limiting. True Fire, Keeper, keep him, the Rubble Belt. Okay, 3 of these Guardians. Yeah, it's too much investment, I think. 2/2 in the air, perfect. 2/2 low cost, great. 2/2 low cost. Okay, all of these low cost ones I really want. Hunted Witness. How are we doing here? 43 cards. Okay, getting there. 19 creatures, 7 non-creatures. Okay, I'm going to take out the Contraband because I don't know. Okay, well, what about the Locket? So many decisions. Okay, maybe take out the Courier. It's a 1/1, but give something else. No, I like that. Okay, too many Pack Beasts. And we'll take out 1 Collar. And there we go, 41. I can live with 41. 1 Locket or 2? Okay, I'm going to ask the chat. It's all in your hands. Should I remove 1 Boros Locket or keep the Boros Locket? Get your votes in. Keep the Locket, not keep the Locket. And the votes are in. No one says anything. Keep it, okay. Do we have one more opinion? Should we keep this Locket or not? If I remove it, I have exactly 40 cards, which is much more efficient for a limited deck. If I remove it, it's much more efficient at 40. If I keep it, then I have a little bit more mana fixing, but I'm at 41. And we got 2 votes for keep. Okay, let's keep it. If I don't win, I know who to blame. Anyway, so we're gonna get started here, but let me do one more pause here let's look at another comic. This is Spider-Woman number 7 for Marvel Comics. So the previous one was a Dark Horse comic, and this, oh, here, you can't see it. Here we go. This is from Marvel Comics 2000. When is this one from? 2000. There's no date. Probably 2006 or something. I think it's before Civil War. The first Civil War, 2006. An amazing Alex Maleev cover. Oops, I have it upside down. Let me put it correctly. There it is right here. No, just kidding. It's she's upside down because she's Spider-Woman. She can stick to the ceiling, no problem. So the interior art is also as amazing as this. Maleev does a very good job of doing this sort of like painterly style. Can I zoom in right here? This painterly style, very artistic and realistic. And inside she's fighting Skrulls, as you do. And yeah, this book's from probably at least 10 years ago. And now, you know, Skrulls are in the movies, but they were in the comics, of course. And here is Spider-Woman. I have issue 1 and 2, maybe 3, and then I never got the rest. But then I picked this one up recently at a thrift store for $1. And again, the art is great, story's fun. And this is by Brian Michael Bendis, so big name writer in the world of comics. This is one of the comics I got recently. Let's do our first match. Let me get comfy. I gotta lean forward. Let me adjust my mic. Do you guys like my mic here? It's very fluffy. Alright, so let's get started here. Our first matchup. Remember, you can bluff not having a spell to cast by passing quickly with the spacebar, or automatically by clicking End Turn. Alright, Pruitt. Let's battle. Perfect. Low-cost things. We have a turn 1 play. We have a turn 2 play. I drop the Guild Gate when it doesn't matter. And then I go in for the True Fire, and okay, I love this hand. Let's see what we get. Golgari. Okay, you got a little beetle. So that becomes a 2/2. Fine. And go all in, even if they kill my witness. Oh, actually, I forgot about that. Yes, Mentor. This is gonna work so good. Bye bye, little beetle. Okay, 3 mana. Thinking very hard. I don't like it when my opponent thinks too much. They should act impulsively. Just like Jaya Ballard did back in the day. Okay, 3/2 Vigilance. Fine. Ooh, okay, so I can bring in my True Fire Captain right now. And I'll drop my Guild Gate later. Okay, let's do it that way. And let's swing in again. True Fire. My Stalwart, I love you. First strike. Okay. 4 mana. Barrier Bones. Okay, you surveil. Fine. You're gonna be able to block both of my... Ah, man. Fine. Fine, I have to get rid of her. Alright, make your pick. I will still keep my first striker. And here we can drop the land that enters tapped. Oh, shoot. Okay, fine. Anyway. I don't know why I was thinking I had enough mana for my captain already. I should have dropped my Guild Gate earlier. But okay, anyway, next turn I get a captain. And this Stalwart is doing amazing. Please don't hurt my Stalwart. Oh, they're looking at my stalwart. Please leave my stalwart. No. No. And then they get a kitty cat. Okay, fine. Here we go. Yeah, the locket. Yeah, thank you for that. Okay, here we go. We got everything right here. Target a creature. Oh man, I should have done that later, right? Oh well. Reading the card explains the card. And anyway, cool. I get a... Oops, there's a forager. They gain life for the forager, right? Yeah, you gain 1 life for the forager. Okay, let's get rid of the locket because now we have plenty of mana. And then we got that crush contraband. And, fine, let's go like this, because if they kill my captain, it still deals 4 damage to the opponent. That's amazing. Nice. Okay, next up I've got a rubble belt. They're probably out of good stuff. And then that becomes a 4/2. Beautiful. Sorry, kitty. I love cats, but you gotta get back to... And there's a 3/2. Okay. And ooh, there's my challenger. Nice. Guess don't really need to keep anything in my hand. We'll go in here. Yeah, this card's doing very good pressure. Now, what is it pausing for? Gets +1 to itself. Oops, it would have been amazing if I gave it to another creature, wouldn't it? Welcome in the chat. We've got more people hanging out. I'm doing my first draft here of the day, and it's going very well. Very well. Against Pruitt. And... they have plenty of mana to do something very good, but... oops, they're gonna kill something. They're looking at my cards. I guess my challenger is toast. Not really. Okay, well, good game here, right? Because this challenger can get like this, so... nice. We did it, everyone. We did it. Yes, it was perfect to put in that locket. Everyone that voted for the... ooh, look at that level up. Going up so high. Look at that. So high. Amazing. As soon as more people joined the stream, it got amazing. So, okay, cool. Let's do the next game. But first, let me show another comic. If you're new to the stream, I'm... playing Magic, but I'm also talking about comics, my other passion. So here is, this is really interesting. I had never heard of this comic before. It's called Rockers. It's from 1980. I don't have this one on the... I don't have this one in the plastic because this is actually larger than the standard size comic, so my regular comic bags don't fit it. I have to get another one for it. I got this at the thrift store for $1. This is Rockers number 5 for mature readers from Ripoff Comics. It's a cool black and white story about some guys in a band. They're like total hippies, and they're in a rock and roll band. And it's a cool story, and there's like a weird trip over here, probably drug-induced, and the main guy has a big old nightmare and stuff. And so, cool art and fun story. Never heard of the comic before until I bought it at a thrift store. Part of my collection. Let me show the back, but let me cover something up here, because the main character's girlfriend over here, actually the girlfriend of the main character's friend is in the back here, and she's all like, looking for a good time? Try Rockers, the comic book that's so loud you'll have to read it with earplugs. Hilarious. And I gotta cover a little bit over here so I don't get flagged. But anyway, Rockers number 5, one of these weird comics that you find at the thrift store once in a while. Pretty fun. Let's go on. Oh yes, Layden, thank you for the GG right there. So what do we get for our troubles here? Goblin Barrage. I have a Goblin deck that I like. Sacrifice a Goblin, deals 4 damage to Planeswalker. Okay. Anyway, there's one win. Let's keep going. So we got some new people in the chat. Say hello in the chat if you'd like. And your good vibes allowed me to continue to win. So, if you're watching at the moment, I'm doing my 11 a.m. stream. Okay, pretty good here. Got some stuff to do. No turn 1 plays, which I love. But we got the turn 2 play of the Stalwart, turn 3 the Locket, then we've got the Rebel Belt, but they've got their turn 1 play. Okay, fine. You will have a... You're going to hold me off. Actually, this is just fine because I got First Strike. I love this card. Sure. Unless you've got a combat trick. Nope. Beautiful. Yep, reading the card explains the card. Borrowing that from our good friend, the Prof. Okay, so we're ramping up here to get our giant Dark Blade. Fine. This is enough for a haste creature. So let's do that. Even if I lose my Sergeant, now I've got a 3/3 First Strike. Next turn I've got my Giant. This deck is so aggro and I wasn't even counting on... Ooh, 3/3 flyer. Not good. But... what does it do again? When it attacks. Okay, great. There we go. Now, unless they put like some cool enchantments on that Predator, it's nothing much to worry about. But I've got a lot of pressure going on here. And Rebel Belt does something cool too, right? Nice. Yeah, come at me in the air if you'd like. Cool, cool, cool. Let's... It's a +2, so the Giant's gonna die because it's gonna get death touched. So I'm definitely losing the Giant. So I guess I'll put the +2 on my Stalwart. And then come in with my Legion. Now they have 2 open mana. Ooh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's that Swath Cutter's great. 1 damage to every creature and vigilance, but all of those muscles pale in comparison to Death Touch. Uh-oh, they've got something. Fine, -3. Fine, it's only temporary. I lose that. Then I have enough mana to deal 3 damage to the opponent. Okay, I don't want to get too cocky, but this is really good for me so far. 4/5. Okay, nice beefy creature. Okay. Let's do this. I want to do that damage, but let's do this. And then we'll trade that Locket for something gooder, maybe. Whoops. This first. Keep them in suspense. And got some fun stuff. Okay, that'll take care of the culprit. Nice. This is 6 damage if you take it. Okay. Are you hoping for something amazing? Because next turn is Collar the Culprit. And that Dowser is done. Well, Lazav can morph into stuff, right? Lazav can morph into the Night Veil or the Poisoner. Okay, that's fine. I don't have enough mana for all of this amazingness, which is to kill that one. I guess it'll be most important to kill this. All right, GG, get fiddlin'. So cool, I'm up to bronze tier 1. Amazing. Yeah, this deck's working way better than I thought. I usually don't play Boros very much, but when it works, it works. How do you all rate my deck so far there in the chat? A scale from 1 to 1,000. How much do you like my deck so far? While you're figuring that out, here's another comic from DC Comics. This is Solo. DC Comics was doing this series back in... What's the date on this? Why don't they put the dates on comics anymore? It's probably at least 10 years old. And they were doing this Solo series where one creator was doing stories about a solo topic. This one's Catwoman. So Tim Sale doing Solo. So it's a bunch of different stories about Catwoman told by different artists with the same author, I believe. And the back is like a sketch. That's really hard to see there. Too much light, right? Is a sketch of Catwoman. And then the front is also a very cool sketch that's been colorized. Can you see that maybe? And Catwoman. So... cool thing. Most of these comics I've been showing so far, I got them at a thrift store for $1. If you're into comics, check out your local thrift store, if you've got a local thrift store, because it often has some cool stuff like comics. Red, white, don't play, but effective. Yeah, so it's been effective so far, and that's what I like to see. This one on the back, it's by Jeff Lowe, Brian Azzarello, Darwin Cook, and Diana Schutz. So, Catwoman comic. Alright, let's go to our next one. You climb the ranks in bronze kind of pretty quickly. You get 2 wins at a time. That's fun. Alright, 2 wins. Let me pause really fast to invite more people. Bartolomej is talking about getting into Mythic. Amazing. I'm gonna tell them, congrats, you're at the top of the top. Keep it up. I'm currently streaming Draft and having fun. Come and join us. One of us. Who else here? Thanks everyone for the stream. Okay, another streamer, Ashley. Just hit my mythic on stream with this aggro list. Nice. Let's do one more. I'll get back to the... Get back to the stream in one moment, but let's invite one more person. I'm going to say I love Act of Treason for sure. You get so many lulls beating your opponent with their own cards. I'm streaming some Boros Draft. Come hang out with us! Exclamation point. Okay, let's get back. Next game. We've been having great luck so far. Cross my fingers right here. My fingers are still red from the chips. Those Cheetos were so good. But this has been going pretty well. Let me show you something gross. I made this cool... Okay, I'll show it to you in a moment. Here we go. Maz Q. Silver player. Okay, again, got some great things. This deck is so low cost and aggro. Because I've got already a turn 1 goblin ready to say hello. Okay, next turn we got the plains for the stalwart. After that we've got the... Okay, let's see if we can trick them right here. I'm going to bring in the stalwart. I'm going to sack the goblin. Now the stalwart has haste. I'm going to attack in, and hopefully they don't read the card that has first strike. Okay, they read the card. Okay, next up we'll drop a land, an untapped land to bring in a Sky Knight. Let's do that. Next turn I gotta drop my Guild Gate. Uh-oh. Aw, man. Okay. So, next turn, Guild Gate. Then we can do Hammer Dropper and True Fire Captain coming up. Then we've got also the 10th District. They're really holding on with one creature. But they're back to 19. Leapfrog. Fun. Okay. So, I doubt they have... Okay, yeah, they don't have a spell to leapfrog. Leapfroggy frog. I guess my 10th district, I'll sacrifice her. If the Child of Night comes in, I don't want more of that life gain. Next turn, Mentor and Mentor. Okay. Ooh, 3/4. Flyer, very good with Surveil. They're thinking very hard of their Surveil. Okay, they didn't need all of that. They took out that one Catacombs thing. Fine, let's get rid of the lifelink. Ooh, perfect. Top deck that. Beautiful. Okay, so next turn. Another leapfrog. Fun. Ooh, I have a gate. Double strike. So now I got a double strike Sergeant. Now they might cast a spell to give both of their creatures flying, and then I'm getting in here with a 6 frog attack in the air. Instead, I get an Artful Takedown. Okay, great. Okay, so... Ooh, Loxodon. That'll give me 4 life. And then I've got a 3/4. Prolong the game a little bit more. The next turn, True Fire Captain. 0/5 wall. Okay, they might be running out of gas at this point, which is great. And I can go in the air. Got another Froggy. Great. Got our 5/2. And I guess we'll hold off there because they've got their wall and then we can maybe go in for a bigger rush later on. Now, of course, as soon as they cast a... Okay, good. As soon as they cast an instant, those frogs become flyers and it's game over. So, let's see here. We're going to go all in. Tap a couple of critters. Go all in. We're going to mentor the flyer and also mentor the flyer again. Sure, yeah. 4/4 flyer. Because that would definitely be lethal if they didn't block anything. They've got to lose their froggies. And instead, they're thinking of math. Because that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's game over if you don't block everything. Okay, cool. So now you've only got 1, 3, 1. Okay, come on, we can do it. If they don't have anything for my Legionnaire... If they don't have anything for the Legionnaire... Nice. Alright, climbing on up. Look at that. Look at how it's filling up. Look at that. Rank up. We're in silver. We did it, team. All of you helped out right there with your good vibes. And we're in silver. Yeah, this Boros deck is doing so well. And, very nice. I'm up on silver. That's the highest I've ever gotten on limited. I didn't do very much limited in preseason 1. And here, well, I've got the gold for it, so let's play some limited, and I'm on silver. Very nice. Okay, cool. So we'll do our next match in a moment. But let me show another comic here now. This is the one right here. This is a little bit for mature audiences. So if you're under 18, you might cover your eyes. But here I've got Fang #1 from Sirius Comics. Not serious like I'm serious, man, but Sirius like the star. This is from their Exotica line. So this is a long extinct comic publisher, I believe. And they had a bunch of comics in the 90s. This is from the 90s that were very, very eye-catching and about vampires and like sexy things. And I got this at a thrift store. And this is issue #1. I had #2. It's got a wraparound cover, so it's like got this great scene of like the main character coming at you with her badass motorcycle and battling a bunch of like monsters and stuff. And like she's like, "Yep, it ain't no thing. I'm a vampire hunter. I was doing it before Buffy was cool." And it's Fang #1. Look at these guys right here on the side. They want to totally take a bite out of crime. And again, I haven't read it yet, but it's about like vampires and stuff. And the interior art, I believe, is like this too, which is kind of like high quality, pseudo realistic. Although sometimes like the posing and stuff is a little off. Anyway, Fang #1, a long forgotten comic that I picked up at the thrift stores because I love to give new homes to old comics. All right, let's go on for the next. How's everyone in the chat doing so far? What's the weather like for you? I'm in San Diego and it's kind of cloudy. Usually it's nice and sunny, but at the moment it's a little cloudy. Got a Warkite Marauder. Cool, I like that card. I think I'll put it in my total jank blue-black pirate deck. Alright, cool. We're at 3 wins. How much do I get here? Give me 300 gems plus a pack. Alright, let's go next. And always remember, wild cards can be redeemed in your collection for cards of the same rarity. I think that's one of the great things about Arena, that as long as you've got a wild card for it, you can get any card that you want, which is amazing, of course. And here, okay, a little low on mana, but we've got the Locket, Luminous Bonds. I think we'll be okay. Okay, so yeah, let's keep that. Borrowed Power. Fellow silver player. I was playing silver players when I was in bronze. I know a lot of people get tilted about, why are they matching me up with someone at a higher tier? Well, the thing about that is I take it in a way like as a compliment, that like your deck is so good that you will be paired up against people that are better. No counterspell? No counterspell. Okay. So it gives it to itself. Third land to do the Locket. I think everyone was like so totally right about these Lockets. I don't know why I felt like these Lockets weren't that great. I bet they have that one Dazzling Light. That's why it's hesitating. No, they have a Whisper Agent. Okay. Wouldn't it have been better to flash it into block? I guess. Okay, I guess we'll demote them. Is demotion gonna be good? They still have something in hand. It's still hesitating. I never like that. These tricky Dimir players. They might have a way to kill my boar, and then they'll swing in for 3. Okay, fine. Now that's the same person, right? This cool guy with this cloak is the same guy over here, maybe? Or do they all just love to wear cloaks? Dimir is vicious, exactly. Okay, so I guess here... They might be getting something big, so I'll hold on to the Luminous Bonds. And, I have a gate, so this will be double strike. Kind of the purpose of having that barrier is it'll take your hit and it doesn't attack or deal damage, so I sort of felt like they really needed to... okay, well, that's a good strat. Okay, great. Okay, time to Luminous Bonds that guy. I guess that's enough of having that agent chip away at me. Okay. So we will do a drop it like it's hot. And let's go for this gambit right here. So if I lose that dropper, that's still 8 damage. Okay. 4/1 flyer. I never got that 5th mana. Can't block it. It's activated. His abilities can't be activated. Okay, well. If I make one unblockable right now, I'll force them. If I make one unblockable right now, I'll force them to block and get something killed. Okay. They probably don't want to sacrifice the Dowser. So now we're coming in for lethal. So they've got to get that. Okay. I have a blocker for the lights. Okay, I need my final mana. Ritual of Soot for the win. Okay. This is my final turn. Come on, everyone, send your good vibes. Final mana, beautiful. Okay, this is it. And what is this doing over here again? Discard a creature card, return it to your hand. Okay. No! That was a good final strategy. Dimir is vicious. Let's look at another comic book. Dinosaurs Attack. This is a hilarious comic book. This is from IDW. What's the date? 2013. So this is a pretty interesting story because there was a classic series of cards, trading cards, in the, I want to say the 60s, maybe the 70s, called Mars Attacks. And it was about Martians coming to attack the Earth, and these cards were famous because they were so extremely violent. Well, you might have heard of Mars Attacks from the movie, the Tim Burton movie from the 90s. Okay, they made the aliens much cuter at that point. But then, decades later, they made Dinosaurs Attack trading cards. This one was about dinosaurs coming to our time and killing everything, and it's a very violent set of cards. This is the comic book based on those cards. I found this at the thrift store, and it's hilarious. It's super violent. The art is pretty amazing. It's got this like realistic art style. Issue number 1 is not that violent. I have issue number 2, and it's extremely violent, like dinosaurs chomping on everyone and ripping them to pieces and blood all over the place. And the 2 scientists over here trying to fix it all because he wanted to open a portal. It's about technology that can let you go back in time on a planet level, but then it brings all of these dinosaurs back from the past, and dinosaurs just want to have fun by eating us, and that's what they do. And then there's like this demonic god of the dinosaurs. It's so weird and cool and fun and violent. But let's do a little bit promotion here. Let's invite more people to come and hang out. Let's see, finish up a few things. Going to stream some Arena for 30 minutes or less with a new deck. Okay, I'm gonna say nice. I might miss it because I'm streaming and giving away cards right now. Come and hang out. Who else here can we say what's up to? We have Wizard of Oak. Oh, there's Vivid Vidka. Vivid Vivka. I'm playing MT Arena. Watch me rising on the gold tiers. I'm gonna say Vivid Vivka. Knows magic. Anyway, who else is... Yeah, I'm gonna say right here, agreed. Arena tutorials really help. They teach you magic and are fun. Or come watch me stream right now and I'll teach you magic and give away free cards. We will get a few more people at the stream here at my LCQ. What's an LCQ? So here, Lunden. We'll say everyone's got opinions. How do you spell opinion? Opinions. You'll be here for the next stream. Very cool. Yep, I'll be here for the 11 p.m. Pacific time stream. How do you spell opinions? Opinions. There we go. Everyone's got opinions. They're often wrong. Hehe. Come watch me stream some Arena as I give away in real life cards. Thumbs up. Let's see who else. Good morning. Here's my second game. Crazy visual bug. Okay, we'll see here. I had that happen one time too. It made me think my laptop was haunted. Hee hee hee. Anyway, I'm streaming and talking comics and giving away cards. Hey, have I told everyone in the stream there that's new? I am giving away cards. If you want some cool vintage magic cards, all you have to do is go to my website down at the bottom there, vmcampos.com. Go to vmcampos.com. There is a contact form all the way at the bottom. Send me an email there telling me you saw the stream, saying, you hung out with me at the stream, and then I'll be in touch with you about sending you some cool vintage cards. And when I mean vintage, I mean cards that are like 20 years old, so real vintage. Anyway, I'm streaming and talking comics and giving away real cards. Come hang out. And I say here, I'm going to say confirm that you have all play modes turned on. It's the Plains Walker toggle switch right above the Trejo Day 9 icon. So someone's having trouble finding all the play modes. Let's see who else can I say hello to. Okay, so someone just got persistent petitioned on Singleton, and they don't understand why. I'll say, yeah, the loophole is rat colony and petitioners. How do you spell petition? Petitioners. Petitioners. People can have a whole deck of them. Crazy. I'm streaming Arena and talking comics and giving away real cards right now. Come hang out. And there we go. Okay, so let's get back to the stream. Okay, so first loss. It's okay. It went really well. I should have Luminous Bonded. No, I guess not. They had good cards. I just needed my other removal. Crush Contraband. Okay, my first horrible hand. I can't do anything with that. And here, this is also pretty slow, but I don't know about this. Fine. But they got their turn 1 play. Great. Let's start the pessimism train already. Okay, so they've got something in hand because it hesitated. For 2 mana, what can you do for that? How long do I play for? I play for at least an hour, as long as I'm still winning. Once I lose my draft, then I end. So I'll be here until I lose this draft. My 3 losses. Okay, they've got that dazzling thing, so my guy is dead. Great. And then I don't have any plays for a little while. Please take out an artifact so I can kill it. Or an enchantment. Because why else would I have that Crush Contraband? Great! Great! So a live disconnect. And for a limited, like, okay, everyone, tweet out to Wizards right now and tell them, look what's going on here. Okay, so I lost this game. You know, the timer's gonna run out, and something's happening behind the scenes. Okay. So the big toe. Okay, yeah, this one's gonna end badly because actually I can crush that. Shoot. Exile target enchantment, right? That's an enchantment. Exile it, please. Okay, there we go. I select it, and then I click done, and then I do it. Okay, yeah, there it is. Was I able to exile it faster than losing a card? Happens often disconnecting, mostly when you win. Yes, I hear that. Okay, so I guess I don't really need to attack. Yeah, I don't need to attack. I need to get rid of these big creatures. Cool, I like that shade. I've always liked all of the shades. Okay, please give me something good. Um... Let's go in for a big ol' strike. That's fine. That gets rid of their 3/1. 5 mana. Are they also going toward a... Yep, we gotta block that shade because that shade's gonna get shady. Fine. Yep, there's a dowser. Okay. So if they come at me with the dowser, I can combine the True Fire Captain and the token and take down the dowser. I get the 1 life, then I do 4 damage back to the opponent. Never mind. Alright, let's get rid of that Death Touch critter, and then we'll block the dowser. And then we've got to land. Okay, this is game over. Alright, so let's see another comic. This is Hickey number 2. This is such a weird comic. Again, I got this one at the thrift store. This is an anthology comic from 2006. It's got a bunch of little stories. And on the cover you see a couple of cute kitty cats out in the forest, and they're having a nice little picnic, and one kitty cat is pushing another one on a swing. They've got their little picnic basket and everything, and they've got happy, hilarious expressions. Well, if you look carefully, it says, for mature readers. Because if you look carefully, this cat over here is having explosive diarrhea and is spraying it all over the place, and it's landing on the other kitty's face and the food and everything. So that's a preview of the weird, hilarious, gross stories in this comic. Hickey Volume 3, Number 2. And this is coming from Alternative Comics. I'd never heard of this comic until I got it at the thrift store for $1. And the stories inside are drawn really well, black and white, just weird and crazy and fun and gross and just weird. And the back cover also is a really weird cover. Here's a cow stepping on a guy, and the guy has a hilarious, weird expression as he's getting stepped on by this weird cow. So Hickey number 2, Volume 3. Totally weird, and I'm telling you, you find such weird, fun stuff at the thrift stores. Like comic books that are long extinct and forgotten. Ooh, got a new notification. Luden. Cool. Okay, we'll do our next game in one moment. Let's see if there's any more people to... Someone speaking in Portuguese. Can I understand this? I don't speak Portuguese. Empresao Mijao Magic Arena está demorando mucho más para hacer jugadores después de última actualizado. What are they trying to say? Can I translate? Yeah, translate tweet. It is my impression of Arena is taking you much longer to find players than the last update. If I reply anything, it would be in the wrong language. Okay, someone's asking who do they want to watch stream. I'm gonna say... They're asking who should I watch as a streamer. I'ma say one of the best is this bloke named VM Campos, and he happens to be streaming right now and giving away vintage Magic cards. What? So let's see if we get a new watcher here. Lavinia versus Knowledge Pool is brutal. Mono black FNM Commander was the 80s cut. Makes sense. Just saying what's saying here. Let's play our next game. Let's see if we can recuperate the amazing starting hands that we had before. This is just two bad hands. Is it because now I'm in silver? You know, I haven't won anything now that I've gotten to silver, so the feels. Okay, so I've got the... We'll do the Witness turn 1 so that we have 2 creatures to attack turn 2. But they have their Poisoner. Oh, they have their Vicious Rumor. Okay, fine. I guess let's get rid of the Contraband. I guess they're gonna do Demir. So... when I lost my locket over there. I guess they're gonna do Demir, so... Okay, they're gonna do a lot of Surveil. One more land? No. Oh yeah, this is the one that you have to keep telling it to pass or it'll keep stopping. Okay, well I'm getting my mana close. I'm gonna be able to have this Garrison Sergeant soon. Now, it only has double strike when I've got a gate, so if I have no gates, I have no double strike, right? Okay, I guess. There's the Poisoner. Okay, I need one more white mana, please. I also have a Twitch channel. You can go over to twitch.tv/vmcampos. I stream on Saturdays here on YouTube, and then different times of the week and stuff. I randomly stream on Twitch as well. I don't have a schedule on that. I just stream sometimes. So yeah, twitch.tv/vmcampos. I'm vmcampos everywhere. So, come on, white mana. Great. Let's just send in the Witness, and then I get a 1/1 with lifelink. And then I just need my Plains, or I guess Guildgate. So they get to surveil a whole bunch here. Now, I don't know why it still says sacrifice it to give it. Shouldn't Arena know that I cannot give anything haste at the moment? So why would it continue to do that? Okay, so they did surveil, and I'll just lose this 1/1. Come on, mana. Okay, perfect. So, let us come in with that, and then we will... Okay, that's fine. Then it does 2 damage at first strike. Good. If I get a guild gate, this will be amazing, because... if I get a guild gate, I'll get a garrison sergeant of double strike, and then I can sacrifice. Okay. So this is just going to be a little bit of a waiting game until I get something. A 3/3, which gets bigger. Okay. That challenger at least can get pretty big. This will get +2. Let's go in with a first strike. A big ol' first strike. Stalwart. And then attack. With that, the little goblin is doing so much good work. But then they're gonna sacrifice... okay, they didn't sacrifice anything for it. Good. So they didn't want to sacrifice anything, and they had a radical idea. And then the chill. Okay. No problem. Come on, gate. Okay, let's go for it. I'm gonna lose my captain. I'm gonna lose my captain, but I need to get their defenses down. So... alright, that's totally fine. And then we do 1 more damage from the True Fire. Okay. That's fine. They have very low defenses. And they're not going to eat their Dark Blade. Okay. That's so funny that it's like, now that you don't need the gate, here's your gate, and then your double strike creature is dead. Amazing. The algorithm strikes again. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Just go in with a 4/4. And I've been streaming enough that my music has ended, so let's start it up again. Okay, fine. We'll do it that way. Okay. Okay, good. That challenger is gonna get huge. Okay, that's fine. So that has Death Touch until end of turn. Okay, fine. You can draw a card, but you will not be able to use it. Perfect. All right. Oh, okay, I got the Garrison Sergeant. 3/3 hexproof, fine. You're not going to Radical Idea. Oh, that's hexproof. Yeah, duh. Okay. Okay, we'll wait one more turn. They're going to do the Radical Idea because they don't want something. Never happened. Okay. Another Radical Idea, sure. Another Radical Idea. 3 mana left. And then that. Okay, fine. They've got one more blocker. Okay, so we have the double strike Sergeant. Beautiful, finally. We're going to go in with a big ol' Challenger. And we'll just go all in strength in numbers, especially also with Mentor. So 3/3, 3/4, 3/3, double strike. Okay, that's done, fine. That's dead, fine. Double strike. Cannot block. Nice. Garrison Sergeant doing it. I'm sorry, Utube, I'm sorry, but you have no defenses at all. Fine. No Surveil. You didn't Surveil, so you didn't have Death Touch, so you don't draw a card. GG. There we go. Okay, amazing. Okay, got the win. Very nice. This is pretty good streak going on. Let me check my things over here. Anything going on there? Thank you, Jerome. I knew we could do it. I just get so pessimistic, and I'm mostly doing it to be funny, mostly. But so I'm gonna say someone here, congrats on gold. Come hang out with us as I draft, talk comics, and give away cards. And then someone else sale antes de la droga que de plata, más vale tarde que nunca, pero ahora yo quería mañana tocará en limited. Oops, got a lot of notifications. What's going on over here? So Emerald Knight followed. Thank you for following. Emerald Knights 904. Grady Toback followed. Thank you for following. Fairly in the dark with magic, the only knowledge I could possibly have is whatever transfers touches the dragons. I'm familiar with that side of. So let's just do a quick reply to Grady. There's always something new and fun to learn. Arena is just the latest digital magic way to play. Windows only at the moment. Check out my YouTube for tutorials for beginners. And like I said, I'm streaming right now. So, okay. Let's so let me just say one more thing to. I'm gonna say I'm still trying to get at least one Galta sad face, but at the moment I'm currently streaming and giving away vintage cards. Come hang out. Alright, let's get back to it right here. Okay, 4 wins. Very good, very, very good. Okay, let's do one more comic actually. Then we will, we'll do another comic. 2 comics actually. Okay, this one is so weird, so interesting. This one I didn't get it at the thrift stores. I got it off of eBay. This is No Ducks #1 from Last Gasp Comics. This is from 1977, I believe. And it's one of these so-called underground comics. It was like a very mature underground comic. It was not Marvel, it was not DC, it was not these big names. It was like underground. It was created by people like in the secret world of the underground publishing. And it's an early furry comic, so it's got funny animals. It's got wolves and rabbits and all of that. But no ducks. That's the joke of it. Like, there's no ducks in this comic. So it's so counterculture. It's so underground. It's so like hippie. It's like so cool. Variety of art styles. Covers in color, but the interior's in black and white. And it's just these weird stories. I don't remember issue #1 too much. I already read it, but #2 is the better one. This is No Ducks #2. Now, this is when they took it from, it says right here, rated PG. So it was like, okay, some like weird humor, but anyone can handle it. Then they went into issue #2, 1979, and this is adults only. Or how do they say it? Yeah, it says adults only. Because look at this cover. Look at this totally controversial cover. There's Donald Duck getting blasted out of the sky. Totally dead. And he's getting blasted by Mickey Mouse in a sort of Nazi uniform. And it's like, WTF? Is this for real? Yes, it is. This is a real comic, 1979. Not endorsed by Disney, of course, but that's not really Donald Duck. And that's not really Mickey Mouse. That's Monald Muck and Ricky Rouse. So it's not the real ones. And inside is stories full of violence and drugs and sex and nudity, all with funny animals. So again, this is an early proto-furry comic, and I got issue #1 and #2 from eBay for a very good price, and very cool to add to my collection. Love this cover. Yeah, it's so controversial and weird, but very good art. And again, that is totally traumatizing. Imagine if a little kid buys this today. It's like, Mommy, why is Mickey Mouse killing Donald Duck? And the mom's gonna say, sorry, Johnny, but that's not Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. It's also oversized. It's bigger than the regular sized comics. Right here. So this is a regular sized comic, and this one's a little bit bigger. If you can see right there, it's a little bit bigger. Plus, because it's, check out the price. This is $1. Issue number 1 was $1, and issue number 2 was $1.25. This is $1 in 1977 and $1.25 in 1979. So this was like a $5 book in today's prices. Little historical info. All right, next up. So we're doing 4-2 so far. Let's see. Mr. Birdman. Tezzeret. Okay, so I go first. Now we get the opposite. Okay, well, I can do my witness, then I'll get to the locket. Ooh, I'm doing a mirror match. Check it out. Boros versus Boros. Haven't done any mirror matches so far. Will this be my final downfall? Okay, that's cool. 2-1. They, of course, will be able to... They, of course, will be able to make it fly next turn. Watch this. This is gonna... I so called it. They're gonna be able to make it fly. Watch this. Okay, well. Close enough. Let's Luminous Bond that, because we don't want to deal with that in the air. Here we go, flying. I'm telling you, they got perfect synergy. Oh, okay. So they got another flyer. Please come at me, please. Okay, never mind. So here I can do this, and then eventually can tap a creature, but I'm gonna need, better yet, to deal damage. They got all the flyers. Okay, again, sorry to be pessimistic, but this is game over. I can't deal with flyers. I have no air defense. Plus, now they're about to attach something. They're going to do an amazing spell to make their Skyline Scout fly. There we go, see? So they have a way better Boros deck than me because they got all the flyers. And now I'm gonna get mana flooded. Amazing. Okay, time to quit. Welcome, David. You are perfect in time to watch to listen to my cool music and also watch me lose because they are like air defense. But welcome. Where are you visiting from? Where are you visiting from? I'm in San Diego. So we get a 1-1. They're gonna go for the air again. Colorado. Nice. Okay, so that's gonna come in the air. Beautiful. Yeah, what am I gonna be able to do against this? I'm not gonna be able to do anything against this air defense. They totally have it. And then with these lands, again, like, I can't do anything about this, so... Okay, if I crack the locket, I'll get 2 cards, and maybe I'll get something useful. But if I don't crack the locket, I have enough mana to then lock down their Charger. Now that has Mentor, so it's gonna make something stronger. This is impossible. They got the way better Boros deck in the mirror. Fine. I'll keep my mana so I can lock down the Rock Charger. Then it cannot give the other creature flying. Then I'll sacrifice my Witness and I'll live a little bit longer, but this is not gonna work. So they've got 4 mana and they're killing it. Okay, there's their 5th mana. And then they've got that. Yeah, like... You know, honestly, they've got it. They've got it all locked down. They've got all their creatures, they've got their flyers, they've got their mentor. It's just, I'm not going to be able to handle that. So you got to know when to fold them, and you got to know when to hold them and sold them. And I gotta do it, because it's like, it's just too painful. They just had it all locked down. But look at that, 4 wins. That's amazing. That's one of the best runs I've ever done here, maybe. And we got up to the level, check it out, we got up to the level of 450 gems. Amazing. We got a pack and a bonus of 30%. 30% possibility of like a great card or something, right? What does that mean? So anyway, let's go crack our rewards. Ooh, so shiny. Look at that, 450. And then we'll go claim that. Let's go crack this pack. Okay, everyone, cross your fingers. Let's get a foil Hydroid Krasis. That's a joke. So we got Notion Rain is useful in one of my decks. Urban Utopia, sure. Fire Urchin, Dowser of Lights, Jank, Siege Worm, cool. The Minotaur, what does it do again? Whenever you cast an instant, cannot block. Guild Summit, perfect for the Guild's Gate that everyone loves. And then we will get our Mythic Rare. Nice. Cool. So that's cool. Got a Mythic Rare. Let's stare at it for a moment. Look at how it's so shiny and rotating and amazing. So cool. Okay, well, let me do one more game here. Let's do a Singleton. I'm going to come back. Yeah, it's a very nice wild card. Yeah, at a certain point, you know that you can't do anything, unfortunately, because they got it locked down, and you know you have to be realistic and time to go, because it's like they got it locked down. They just got their perfect cards, and especially with a best of 1, that happens. Anyway, let's play a little bit of this Singleton and hang out with Danny Trejo and Day 9. I've got this jank Pirates and Goblins Singleton deck that wins a little bit, but I have not gone through the 5-win streak. And let's see what happens here. Chango Chingi. I'm sure that's dirtier than it is. Okay, this is fine. This is a very low-cost deck. So maybe as we play it together, we'll figure out how can we improve this. So I got a lot of Pirates. I got Goblins, and then a couple of little other things. Okay, here's a turn 1 Blight Keeper, 1/1 flyer. Okay, amazing. They got their Sphinx of Foresight. What are the odds on that? Fake. Anyway, turn 2, Kitesail Freebooter. We'll look at their hand. Turn 3, Rat Burglar. Or if I get more lands, Legion War Boss. Okay. Turn 1 play of nothing. Great. I will freeboot them. Let's take a look at your hand, please. And, oh, you don't need that Settle the Wreckage. I'll take that. Plus you're a little low on land. You've got a negate, which is for non-creatures, right? Yeah, non-creatures. So, no problem. Okay, that's fine. Let's shock that. And then force a discard. Ooh, little rats eating their hand. I love it. They're getting rid of their negate. Okay, fine. You're going to keep an absorb, which does nothing unless you have a plains. No plains, okay. I can do what I want here. Because then that gives it first strike. This is working really well. Cavalcade of Calamity. I don't have that one. Let me make a note of that over here to maybe add it. There's your Sphinx. Fine. Lava Coil. Hold on one moment. Let me just put my notes over here. Oops. Let me not keep them waiting. Let's get rid of that right away. Let's see. I'll make a note. Cavalcade of Calam. Okay, there we go. Burglar Rat was my best friend in the Dimir deck. Exactly. The Burglar Rat works great in the multiplayer, like you said. So that's where it goes. Okay, we got one. Great. And let's see if we can keep this streak going. And the War Boss. Yeah, I love the War Boss. I've got the War Leader, that other goblin that gives all the goblins haste. Okay, I got my perfect turn 1 duress. Got a mulligan that. Worthless. Hand. I got a freebooter. Okay, at least I can see what they're doing. And then I got a poisoner that can take out big guys. So let's psych them out by playing my mountain. And they'll think, uh-oh, I'm dealing with burn. But not really. It's pirates and goblins. Kind of hasty. Tap land. You're a loss. Penguin of Fail. What do we have here? Ooh, okay, let's look at this stuff. They've got the Mayhem. That'll take a little while to get here. I can Lava Coil it? Yep. Okay, Kaya's Wrath. I hate that. Mortify. Let's get rid of this Mortify because it's going to take a while for them to get Kaya's Wrath. But they can Mortify very quickly. Get the Stormfleet Arsonist, which is amazing, but I don't think I'm going to get to it because my mana is just not great. And over here, I'm going to save my Poisoner to suddenly make it appear when they attack me with their Leonin War Leader. Still not enough. Okay, fine. Let's draw a card. Another land, great. Hold on to the Poisoner. And their Reaper, sure. Do I want to deal with that? No, I want to save my Vraska's Contempt. Okay, here's what I want to do. Okay, this was a little slower than I wanted, but check out this vicious play right here. I'm going to attack in the air. Can't do anything about it. And then no one expects the Stormfleet Arsonist raid. Opponent must sacrifice a permanent. So that would include a land, but instead they sacrifice their creature and hurt themselves. Beautiful. War Leader, okay. Sorry about that, kitty. I love you in my kitty deck, but I don't love you when you are in my opponent's deck. Going in for a lot of damage here. Kaya's Wrath. They're going to be able to Kaya's Wrath this, huh? No. Okay. They didn't Kaya's Wrath. Fine. Let's go for it again. Oops, why did I attack with my 0-5? That one was not designed to attack. That one was designed to tap and deal damage. So I messed up on that. Whoops. I guess they're going to wrath everything and then bring out their big creature soon. Yeah, there it is there. Fine. Oops, you gained 1 life from your thing. You can mortify something. Okay, so I just need some spells to do something. This is your 6th one for the Multani. Okay, let's get rid of Multani. Let's get rid of Multani when they attack, because I'm gonna need my Contempt for the Flyer. Uh-oh, you've got a big ol' 7/7. Uh-oh, you've got... Oh, wait a minute, this is not... Oh, yeah, that's gonna work. One is still enough to take down the mighty Multani. Oh yeah, trample. This is gonna die as soon as it comes in. Yeah, fun. Okay, what do you want to do? You want to bring in another Multani, or you want to bring in your big old demon? They're not gonna bring in the demon because... I guess they might, because... Yeah, they're gonna bring in Multani. Well, gang, I guess the tables are turned on me here. I was winning it, but I don't know. I'm just not gonna get anything good anymore. It's still your turn, please. I guess we can do this. Deal 1 damage to them, and I gain 1 life, and then eventually I can bring them down just enough. Oh, okay. We've got that. So a card like Multani is cool because even though this is a singleton game, you'll still be able to bring it back from the graveyard, which I'm sure that's what they're about to do because they are tapping their lands and stuff. Yeah, let's get rid of that right away. That Firebrand is dead also. Yeah, there's no point. I'll hold on to that to bluff them, but I don't know how I'm going to get out of this one. Because now you've got the Sun, and that's doing 3/3, and 2 cards. Alright, GG. You've got all your critters out in time. Okay, Penguin a fail. I guess sometimes you don't fail. Let's look at another comic before we go on. Okay, this one is Echo of Future Past. This is an anthology series from Continuity Comics. This is a long extinct comic publisher headed by Neil Adams. And it's a variety of different stories in color. And the art in them is amazing. Continuity Comics was trying to break into the world of comics in the 80s. This is like 1986 or so. And they were trying to break into the world of comics with high quality paper and ink, because compared to Marvel and DC at the time, their comics quality was pretty low. So Continuity wanted to do better quality. They didn't really have any characters that were that had staying power or were interesting enough to people. So this company lasted like 5 years, 7 years, and then it's gone. What's interesting about this, I got it on eBay because this has the first appearance of Bucky O'Hare. So one of my favorite characters growing up, Bucky O'Hare, comic book character. He's basically a green rabbit from another dimension, the Aniverse, comes to our dimension. Actually, no, he doesn't come to our dimension. Well, yeah, in the comics it's different. He had a video game and a cartoon show. Anyway, it says recommended for mature readers. So there's some violence, there's some nudity, but it's got Bucky O'Hare, first appearance. I get it off of eBay, not too bad of a price, and it's in my collection for first appearances. And hopefully you can kind of see the art. Too much reflection. We've got Hama, Golden, Soidum, Tule, and Adams on that. Okay, let's go for the next singleton over here. Actually, let me say hello in Twitter one more time. Who else can we say to people? Best of 3 Azorius Aggro. We're gonna say congratulations, someone just became mythic. Gonna say congrats. Welcome to Mythic. I hope to get there one day with my cat deck. Hee hee hee. Come watch me stream, draft, and talk comics, and give away cards. Do I read any military comics? I don't read them that often, but I've got a few classic ones. So you grew up in a military family, you read The Haunted Tank, G.I. Joe, Sergeant Rock. Never collected, but read some of them. Cool. I have, do you know about the NAM? The NAM, the NAM? That Marvel comic about the Vietnam War told from the, perspective of the soldiers. That's a classic Marvel comic, war comic. And I'm sure I've got some war comics in my collection. I don't read them that much or really look out for them because they don't publish them anymore. Mostly, pre-90s, I would say, is the heyday of the war comics. Okay, this is great right here. I got a swamp where I can divest and then I can duress. So let's take away a Llanowar elf or a trollbred. I'm going to be able to murder the Lord, so let's take away the elf. Elf on the shelf. You're getting old, we're getting old. I also remember those comics from back in the day. I just turned 41, so I've been around. But okay, let's bring out the scoundrel. Yeah, I've got a comic book collection that's 30 years old. I first started with my first Spider-Man comic in my first Spider-Man comic from like 1985, but then I started to collect comics and read and collect comics in 1987. 46 in April. Yep, we're in the same decade, representing the 70s. Although I really consider myself more of a 90s kid. I grew up in the 80s, but I saw, the classics, DuckTales, Care Bears, Rescue Rangers, all that great stuff, but kind of consider myself more of a 90s kid. Okay, they got a lot of mana right there for their 5/5, which I guess we will murder. And then if they get their 6th mana for the Lord, we will contempt that. We've got the inheritance. Fine. Let's see what happens. This can either be pretty hilarious. Okay, you got a Judith. She's toast. Ooh, let's do... Oh, I don't have enough for the Eldest Reborn. I wanted that Lord for myself. Okay, so... if I get my 5th mana, I can do Eldest Reborn for the LOLs. So David, what sort of decks do you play? What colors do you like? Ooh, I got the Hellkite. Please give me my 5th mana. Okay, no 5th mana. Great. Maybe I'll get the 5th mana out of this because I doubt they'll want to take another hit. Let's get rid of this. Fire. Okay, they took the hit. Perfect. So that means I just need my lightning strike and they're done. War Boss, okay. And Judith, okay. So everything gets stronger. Okay, fine. Let's get rid of one of their tokens, because if I get the Eldest Reborn... Okay, there it is. Eldest Reborn, nice. Make your choice. Yes, please take a moment to read it. This is a very powerful card. Pride of America. You're going to get rid of your Judith. Okay, that doesn't count. Oh, okay, yeah, it does count. Okay, Magic Fest. Never been going to Denver. This time play a ton of Arena. I like to play green, black, and black, white. Nice. I used to play... Well, my quick story. I used to play Magic in the 90s. No, I don't have any Black Lotus or anything cool like that. And I was playing between... Yeah, next turn is lethal for me. I can't handle this because if I bring out... Yeah, good game. This is over. Because this is, yeah, great job. Okay, showing off, whatever. So back in the day, I used to also play Dimir. There's my 2 losses. Back in the day, I used to play Dimir, and they didn't call it Dimir, and I still like it nowadays. And so I like playing black and blue nowadays, and kind of like black and red, Rakdos. I don't like the concept of Rakdos, but I like their cards. Actually, I'm streaming for way too long. I got stuff to do, but okay, we'll do one more game, and whatever this is, I gotta get going very soon. But everyone in the chat that's been hanging out, very cool. I'm going to show you one more comic once I do this final game. And there's a divest turn 1. Love that. Let's get rid of Adelise. Haven't seen her in a little while. So we're dealing with a wizard deck, kind of. So this song that's playing is one of my favorite tracks. So everything that I'm playing here is remixed 8-bit music from the website Overclock Remix, OC Remix. And see, do I want to murder that? Yeah, let's murder that because it's still a while for them to get to that other critter. And I'll be able to do Raider's Wake next turn to start to force them to discard. And they have a Gutter Snipe. Okay, that'll be fine. They won't block that. Yep, this is an amazing combo for sure. Yep. So you look at that, then you look at that, then you look at that, then you look at that. It is gonna get you no matter what. So opponent discards a card, and when they discard a card, they lose a life. They lose 2 life. Lost a land. Okay, you lost a land. You threw away a land, but you're trying to get to your bigger creatures. Okay. So That's a good play there. You do some damage to me, and then you're gonna do another opt. Okay, do another damage. Fine. I'm gonna raid. Gonna go in with a... Do I want the goblin or do I want my own gutter snipe? Okay. So once again, you have a tough choice. Okay, you discarded your frenzy. Good. 5th land. Okay, you've got a bunch of goblins now. Fine. There's my 5th land. Let's do this. Nice. Got a lot of trampling going on. That's 7 damage if you don't block. Alright, you're gonna add those up. That's fine. Gutter Snipe is done. And then, yes, I'm still trampling damage and I'm still raiding you. So sorry, you're gonna lose your land and life. Gutter Snipe next. They have... The Siege Gang Commander can do cool stuff. Let's see if they sacrifice their... Let's see if they sacrifice their goblin to take out my gutter snipe. No, my gutter snipe is dead. Lava coil. Okay. Come on, magic cards, give me something from this deck. This deck has a lot of answers. If I get another land next turn, I gotta concede, because again, the opponent, you have to assume they have amazing stuff. And if you don't have amazing stuff every single time, then you're dead. Now right here, they could win the game. Okay, yeah, they got this, whatever. And there's my 3rd land. Amazing. So great way to end the stream with Mana Flood. And it was going so well. So well. Anyway, let's go look at a couple of things here. So there's my stats right there. Platinum tier 4 and silver tier 4. Nice. Let me show you my last comic. This one's very, very special. It is a CGC graded copy of Albedo #1. This is from 1984. This is a 9.0 graded copy of issue #1. So it's in beautiful condition. This is honestly a very valuable book. It goes for usually at least $200. I got it for way less than that. Negotiations. I'm a great eBay negotiator. And I've wanted to get this book for a while. I collect a bunch of comics. One of my favorite kinds of comics are furry comics. This is like the furry comic. 1984. Prototype of Usagi Yojimbo by Stan Sakai. And this is the 2nd print, the bright red cover. So I've been meaning to get this, and I was checking out eBay for months and months. Finally, a great copy appeared for a great price. I couldn't pass it up, so I got it. Sorry if there's a lot of reflection. It's just like this plastic protector is just protecting it so much. So on the back side, we've got the main character, Irma Felna, with the alien language. Basically, if you don't know about this comic, this is an anthology. It's got 2 to 3 different stories per issue, focused on funny animals. And the main story is the Irma Felna of the EDF story, the Extraplanetary Defense Force. And basically, the creator, Steve Galacci, put it in terms of it's kitty cats in space. It's a really good story about. Oh, hey, David, this is a war comic actually, with funny animals with birds and cats and rabbits and all of that. But it's a very good story because the creator, Steve Galacci, was in the military. I believe he was in the Air Force in the 70s. And so he put together this story about military intrigue, great realism in weaponry and crafts, vehicles and such, an alien language, stories that were mature, not just, funny and stuff like that. And it all started right here, Albedo number 1, 1984. There's also another story of a prototype of Usagi Yojimbo, the famous rabbit bodyguard. That character's still around 35 years later. And lastly, there's a story here about, it's like a parody, it's like a Disney parody, kind of weird. Obviously, I cannot read the book because it's encased in a protective plastic shell. But this is the last comic I wanted to show off, and one of the pride and joys of my collection, Albedo number 1, second print, CGC rated 9.0. Put this back in the protective plastic because it is near and dear to my heart. So Albedo number 1. Okay, everyone. Well, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm going to finally wind down. This is my longest stream ever, maybe 2.5 hours. We got a lot of people hanging out. Today. Hopefully you had some fun. Sorry if I get too pessimistic sometimes, but that sweet, sweet drug of winning. You get your first taste, you gotta have your other taste. So, pretty happy. How many games was that? Four wins. Did a little bit of the Singleton. Saw a little bit of that. There's my rankings right there. Platinum. Actually, can I do this right here? Can I show off like this right here? Yeah, can I zoom in like that just to show that off? Look at that. Platinum tier 4 for constructed and silver tier 4 for limited. Pretty proud of that. Working very well. Jerome, David, Landon, everyone that came to visit. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget to go down here, vmcampos.com, all the way at the bottom, vmcampos.com. Go to my website and send me an email from my website telling me you watched the stream, and I'll send you a vintage Magic card guaranteed to be at least 20 years old. And I'll mail it out all over the world, I guess. Just go to my website, vmcampos.com, tell me you watched the stream, and I'll send you that. Oh, thank you, already did send that. Okay, cool. And also down at the bottom, that Discord link, if you want to get in on our Discord chat to chat with other people that are into Magic, follow that link. It's not clickable. You'll have to type it in exactly as it is and come and chat with us. And lastly, final self-promotion. If you look over there at the bottom left, patreon.com/vmcampos, I got a lot of free stuff on my Patreon, so don't worry about it. But if you donate $1 to the Patreon, you get access to a lot of exclusive things like deck tech videos and other exclusive stuff. There's a podcast that I do, which is free version, but also paid version for $1. If you go to the $2 range, then I'll actually send you a whole booster pack of vintage Magic cards. So you get the free one if you email me, but you can get for the $2 a vintage booster 15 cards over on my Patreon, patreon.com/vmcampos. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you next time.